Welcome to LPD's Midnight Special Paranormal Show with your host Len Dorman.
Well, hello everyone. Just got music playing. Here we go. Hey, I know the midnight special is supposed to be midnight. Okay, shut that off. It's supposed to be midnight Saturday night. That's where I usually do the midnight special. It's usually an Echo Box session. Today is a very special day. Excuse my voice. Still getting used to these. Anyway, this is the anniversary of the 1934 killing of Bonnie and Clyde. The actual time was it this morning, but we're going to try to go over the events. I like to do specials on Bonnie and Clyde yearly, and the same thing with John Villager, where we'll be showing once again, like I did last year, on the anniversary, which is next month. By the way, the same year Bonnie and Clyde got killed, of the event at the alleyway in front of the Biograph, the last Richard Crowe event there at the Biograph in the alley. So I'll be showing it once again. Hopefully we won't get in the extreme trouble that we did last year. Of course, we know a little bit better than to even mention the name of the movie Dillinger watched, which was, of course, Manhattan Melodrama. So we're not going to go there like we did last year and actually show a little bit of the movie. I'm not going to do that this year. So it'll just be a short show, but I would like to do it timely. Where at the time he got shot, that's where I showed the alleyway. And of course, afterwards, there was a very, very amusing Lady in Red event after that. So it's a fun to watch video. Anyway, we won't get on with the video we got going now. Let's go ahead and a little bit of background about today's events with Bonnie and Clyde. Go ahead and roll the black and white video. I'll pause as necessary myself. These are pictures of Bonnie and Clyde taken by one of their gang members at the car. One of the cars they used, not the death car. This was found when they got run out of a hideout. They had to escape the police, and they left the camera and a roll of film behind, and the police developed the roll of film. This is just a joke, just for kidding, just for personal amusement from them. It was thought that Bonnie killed several people. The truth is, she rarely picked up a gun. She was mostly a getaway driver. They didn't rob many banks. I think it was only about 4 banks they hit. Very low amounts. They usually hit gas stations and other small businesses, sometimes netting less than $20 per robbery. They came up from abject poverty, and this is what motivated them to do the crime spree. They did not like being in poverty. Who does? And this was their way out. Bonnie was actually married and was still wearing the wedding ring from where she got married to another criminal who was spent most of his life in jail. And she was wearing his ring the day she was killed, which was today in 1934. She never got divorced. Of course, divorce was one thing women did not really initiate back in the early 20th century. It was kind of a stigma, and most lawyers wouldn't talk to women. Plus, she didn't really have the money. Divorces are not cheap. Even today, they weren't cheap. Back then, they were not cheap. Anyway, there's a couple of things about the police. You had the 4 posse members come from Shreveport that wanted to hide in the woods and set the ambush. Some people say they were there all night. Others say they went up there at 9:15, and very soon after that, Bonnie and Clyde showed up. They did have a family member stop by on the road, acting like he was changing a tire, so they would slow down. There was no warning given. Absolutely no warning. In the movie with Kristen Bale, they show Kristen Bale jumping out in front of the car and Bonnie and Clyde actually coming to a full stop and putting their hand on the gun before they opened fire. They never saw the people hiding in the wood, in the trees, in the bushes. This is the for real death car. By the way, it's in a hotel in Vegas. The hotel is closing. The hotel casino is closing in Vegas. I imagine you could, if you want to spend some money, you could go out and buy this supposedly real death car right there and take it home. I don't know what you do with it. The one in the Ambush Museum is a real car from a movie. It was actually used in a movie and shot up. And this is where they ended up on that tragic day when they were killed. A little bit more about it. METHVIN, physician struck on the shoulder of the road that morning, and they waited. They waited and were about to leave, supposedly. And they heard the Ford V8, one of the fastest cars on the road back then. It slowed down to check the truck. And when it slowed, they opened fire. They didn't need to shoot them up so bad because the first barrage fired by Oakley, he hit Clyde in the head, instantly dead. The shot went through Clyde's head, hit Bonnie, and more than likely she was mortally wounded with the first opening barrage. Oakley open shot. Theoretically, the accounts are crazy. Of course, anybody who's been in a gunfight can tell you that all plans are gone when the first shot happens. He may have fired before he was ordered to do so. And Parker, Bonnie, screamed at this time. Of course, if you hit with a bullet, you scream. She saw basically Clyde's head be passed through and her get hit, probably a mortal wound, but she was hit with the very next barrage and killed. They could have stopped firing after 3 seconds. And they were both, Clyde was dead and Bonnie was incapable of defending herself. But they went ahead and fired 130 rounds. Their bodies so shot up afterward that the coroner had a hard time. He had to plug the holes to remove their blood and embalm them. The embalming fluid just poured out of their bodies from all the holes. This is the ambush site with a cute little picture of Bonnie and Clyde between the two monuments that are there. You can see where the gravestone type monument is, people go back and shoot it up. It is now used as a lover's lane locally, which is kind of strange. If I lived anywhere near there, I'd be ghost hunting there every night just to see if Bonnie would actually speak to me. I actually did the first time I was there. Anyway, we are going to move on with the other video. Go ahead and take that down. And we'll start off with the color one. This is a longer video. I will not be talking to it. It's kind of self-narrated. Twist. Here I am in the men's room at the museum. And we even have pictures in the men's room. The guns they found. It's the famous one for holding BAR one-handed. Here's the examination table. Slide. And show the examination table where both bodies lay. And one more time, we will show a little hug of the car. Video on the examination table. Another shot of the car and bullet holes. And as you can tell, oh, this is the same holes in your car not shut up. And you can. And there's Gail. And like I said, they got the bullet hole pattern very close. If this is not. Remember, this is a movie car. And this is the Ironclad Ambush Museum. And now sitting on the bar stool where Clyde Barrow sat when they ordered the last meal. The museum front part here is the cafeteria. The part we were in, as other pictures posted, is of the kitchen area. This was the cafe area. And this is the bar stool Clyde Barrow sat on. ordering their last meal, having no idea that in 15-20 minutes they'd both be dead. I am sitting where Claire Barrow sat, the exact same bar stool. Let me show it without my butt in it.
This untiring search finally brought the officers who were able to concentrate all of their efforts day and night to the apprehension of Brian Clyde, who was spot on a gravel road in the state of Louisiana. For 3 days and nights, these officers lay in wait on this road, but following Clyde were wary.
The inside of the museum. This was the kitchen area where Bonnie and Clyde's last meal was prepared. And you saw me on the bar stool. Alright, we're going to move on to the site. See you later. There's the stool. Timer on?
I think it did. Yeah.
Now just throw it out.
The last ride.
Give us a thrill.
Okay, here we are heading south on Highway 154.
Bonnie and Clyde's last ride. Started at the Ambulance Museum. Our Clyde went inside, picked up some food, and started down this hill.
Hello.
That was 2, right?
That was 2.
This is 3.
It's just 3.
This is the last ride. Food to go out of the cafe we were in. Saw me on the bar stool where Clyde was sitting while their food was prepared. Bonnie was waiting outside. Just a footnote real quick. Bonnie was sitting outside in the car because they had a traffic accident recently. Clyde lost control of the car, went into a ditch, and the batteries back then were inside the car. It turned over and spilled on Bonnie's leg. So yes, she has sulfuric acid burns on her leg. She was in quite a bit of pain and wasn't moving very well at this point. I'm just hoping that the 2 of us can get down here without getting shot.
You. True.
You got socks last week. Got us a couple of shirts.
Got t-shirts.
Museum had a little bit more in it than I thought.
It had a lot bit more in it than I thought.
You said this place hadn't changed a lot since Bunny Clyde drove down the road. I imagine that house was there. The trailer back there was not. There was probably a house there.
Okay, turn where it says turn.
Turn out the caution.
We shall hang right.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I don't think you can go in there. I think that's somebody's house.
Oh, doggy.
Woof, woof. We had doggy video. Then when the road splits, we keep to the left.
Okay.
Basically, we just stay on Highway 154. It just does weird, freaky things.
No, it's probably built, it's probably rewinding itself around houses, homesteads, and things
Yeah,
like that.
A lot of trees.
Yeah. Canopy over the road.
Up over, yay.
The owner of the museum said this is used as a lover's lane now. Makes you wonder how many kids lost their virginity on the ambulance side.
I wonder how many named their kids either Bonnie or Clyde.
That we'll see. Then we're continuing on Bonnie and Clyde's last ride. They were probably going a little bit faster than I. Clyde was, no, he was a good wheelman. Take left, right?
Left.
Yeah, that's a different road there.
And it says the monument will be on our right.
How far down?
It does not say. That's somebody's house, so I don't think that's
No monument
it.
there.
Long and winding road. everything to the right is all bolted up. Or his trees. Historical marker, 1 mile.
Well, we're definitely.
It might be. It could be.
We're on the right road, so that's a cool marker.
Or it could be something fun to take pictures of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yes, the top of the hill.
I see a car. And that's the guy that I was talking to him. You were talking to him. I'll get out and take a couple of pictures. Do you want this still going?
Yeah, I won't bother if it's going to Okay, so now we can go ahead and take that down. But that is their last ride and the Ambush Museum. And you saw that I sat for a while on the very stool that Clyde did when he ordered Bonnie and Clyde's last meal. And they were shot and killed on that spot. We may have took that down a little bit early. Go ahead and put it back up. We'll show the very tail end of it. I forgot to put something at the tail end.
Put away the instructions.
Back here chunking garbage.
There we go. So the video on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And here we are. What's back there?
Looks like folks walking back here chunking garbage.
Oh, the guy at the museum said this place is now used as a lover's lane.
What's in it is how many people have left little, like, tributes and stuff
Yes.
behind their little bracelets and everything else.
The money is usually put on a grave. This
I
is
guess
it.
they'd had to have been in the woods waiting those right over here, right?
Yeah, they were waiting right in there, I think. And they hit them here, and the car rolled across the road and hit, I think, just outside that dirt road.
Be awful hot sitting up in there for 4 or 5 hours or more.
Do what now?
I said it'd be awful hot sitting up in there 5, 6 hours.
Yeah. Today, anyway.
Oh yeah.
But this is where it was. And that is that. They're dead, gone on today's date, 1934. And that's the story of the end of Bonnie and Clyde. And why I had a little bit of a relationship with them, I've since lost the video. I cannot find it. I've looked everywhere. One more computer I could search. But I was running Ghostbox and Echo Box at the same time. Bonnie came on and told me to leave several times. Clyde came in and said I did not want to go back to prison. Plain as day. The whole sentence. All I got out of Bonnie was leave, go away. And that's my Bonnie and Clyde story. I'll be showing this video every year, I guess, for quite a while. As long as Gwen will put up with me, which is amazing. She puts up with me as long as she does. She's a great producer. Sean does some very fine producing. And it's amazing both of them, either one of them hadn't shot me yet. Because I'm a handful to put up with. All right, let's go ahead and put up the commercial, I guess. The Gwen or Sean, if you're still here, do you have any questions?
I don't. I was actually watching it and I had a little company stop by, so I had to hop out for a minute. But are you talking about the New Orleans commercial?
I just put it up.
Okay, here you go.
Did you have any questions about the museum or anything?
Well, did you take any of your equipment? And I missed part of it. I'll apologize. Like I said, I had some last minute company come by, but did you do any investigation type stuff? I mean, do you have any of your equipment out, even at the site?
No, the museum was open, and I couldn't go in there. You have to pay money.
Yeah.
They had been there overnight, and the person that would have done it overnight was not working. She actually came by and talked with us for a few minutes. Now, if I call back down there again, which we will go back there by there again, it's not that far from here.
Right.
And you go down there, I might talk them into an overnight investigation. There's a nearby hotel in about 20 minutes away, about 10, 12 miles from the location. And if I can stay there for a couple of nights, I might be able to stay there overnight and cool. Actually do an investigation of the place. Like I said, that was not the real car in that museum. That is it's a real movie car.
Yeah.
When they use many movies.
The route. Did you do any investigating at all at the route during the route or the site or anything like that?
Well, that's where I said I got Bonnie and Clyde to both say something.
I thought you did,
but that's all I got. That's all I got.
I think it would be interesting to go I don't know. I think it would just be interesting to take the route and maybe have your equipment going as you're going down the road and kind of document it like that also. And just see if you got anything or just got any feelings or anything. Because, I wasn't there. I don't know the true story, but you kind of just got to wonder if, I know they did bad stuff, but did they really deserve all that? I mean, I don't know. I was not there, but you got to think about it. Yeah.
They got to be popular. People kind of looked at them until toward the end, Clyde shot a couple of police officers, and then they kind of got on everybody's bad side. They were annoying. Right. They were not worthy of this huge nationwide investigation because the money they stole was not that much. I mean, it was only probably in their whole careers, which only was about 2 years. In fact, it was less than 2 years.
Right.
They probably only got maybe $15,000 in every robbery they ever did. It was all stuff.
Yeah, they were.
Some of the robberies they got needed $2.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But
you gotta wonder
$2 in 1934. went a little bit. That's you can eat for that day, and that's what they were doing. They were writing almost on a daily basis, a
Right.
small just to survive. It's kind of a
Okay.
pathetic story. And did they deserve to be shot without warning? But basically, almost sawed to pieces. You saw some of those pictures; they were kind of graphic.
Yeah, they really were.
It was not good what they did to them.
No, I just, you got to wonder. I do. I wonder. Sean, you can pop up and, make a comment or something. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there, of course, but I think it would be very interesting to do that route that you did and just kind of have your equipment on and maybe just see what you felt. And because, they had to be, when they figured out they were ambushed, it had to be fear. I mean, two of them against, I don't even know how many, no clue.
Or five.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot. What you think, Sean?
I agree with fear being in the spot where they died.
Right.
And there's got to be a lot of energy there, and EVP probably with if you can sit there and ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, I was there during the day. I could not. I had to go on home,
right?
Because I was, and we were headed back home. So I couldn't be there late in the evening or anything. So I was there. I was kind of crunched for time when I was there.
Right.
One of the other things is, I mean, they could have accepted what they've done, and they knew what was going to happen at the end, and just accepted everything the way it was, and just, took it as what it was, because they knew eventually they were going to get caught sometime.
Oh yeah.
You want to throw up those pictures while we're talking?
Yeah, Sean, you want to do them? I'm one-handed, so there you go. Jeez.
That's Clyde.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. I mean, when they struggled with bombing, especially with Clyde, because he was on the side of the car where the shots were coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And he was hit a whole bunch of times, and Bonnie was hit a whole bunch of times, and their bodies were so messed up, the embalmer struggled to keep embalming fluid in them. He had to go in and constantly be sewing up holes. It took him a day or so with each one of them to sew up all the little pieces where they were leaking all over the place just to get embalming fluid in them. Go ahead and throw the other one up. That's Bonnie.
I'm just surprised that they even, I don't know, that's a lot. That's a whole lot.
Right.
We saw some of the photos in the video of the car.
Mm-hmm.
It was just shot all to pieces on the driver's side.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was asking if Nishiana's husband was going to talk about the BAR and the Tommy gun.
I don't know.
That's what they hit them with. These are two weapons of war designed for World War One. The Tommy gun was supposed to use as a 45 cartridge, just like the pistols there. And that way, a soldier could go into battle and carry one ammo with him. He could carry those 45 rounds and reload his Tommy gun and reload his pistol. The BAR is a 30-06, which is a standard hunting round, except this had a huge cartridge behind it. Very high speed. It's a very heavy weapon. Bonnie may have been less than 100 pounds and very slight build, but she was wiry. And where she could hold that BAR for a picture with one arm. And that'd be a handful for me to do. I would struggle a little bit holding a BAR with one hand. But she never shot anybody. She was not a murderer. In the movies, they show her shooting the two police officers that pulled them over on the motorcycles.
Mhm.
That didn't happen.
Hmm.
Shooting was done by Clyde. They had to ambush him because he was a quick draw. This is almost a Western type story
Right.
where they were afraid. You don't go against Wyatt Earp or Doc Holliday or Bat Masterson and say, draw, mister, and try to beat them to your gun because you're going to lose that one. And that was the same way with Clyde Barrow. If you go up to him and he sees you with the gun, he's going to pull his out quicker and he's going to shoot you. So that's what they were afraid of. They were afraid of getting shot. So they tracked them down just because they got popular.
Yeah.
Had they not been in papers, had not been this whole mythic love story between these two lost kids, and they were kids. They were in their early 20s, very early 20s, when they were killed. The governments would not have come down on the way they did, and they would not have been shot up. They would have eventually been. So they'd walked in a store sometime, and maybe the person behind the counter saw them coming in and recognized Clyde. It was just a matter of time before they walked in the door. Somebody shot first.
Right.
Yeah.
But did they deserve this kind of slaughter?
I don't know. I don't know.
And by the way, they're not buried together.
You know, some of those officers had to be marksmen and to be able to do what they were doing, and to fire that many rounds is crazy.
Well, one of them was Texas Ranger, Hammer.
I thought it was.
A well-known Texas Ranger and a good shot. The rest of them were law officers. A couple of them maybe average shooters, but there was a couple of cracked shots in that group.
Yeah, like I said, to fire that many rounds is crazy.
They emptied their weapons.
That was not necessary.
The BAR and of course the Tommy gun both have clips. I think the Tommy gun holds 25 rounds. I don't know. I may be mistaken on that, but if memory serves, the BAR holds 12 or 15 rounds. And all of them emptied their weapons. Some of them emptied the pistols into it.
Mm.
And the car, just because he was driving it, they never came to a full stop. It rolled past where you saw me standing by the side of the road, down past a dirt road, which is still there today. You saw it in the video.
Right.
And it's parked over on the other side of the road.
So they killed him while they were still moving. And
yes,
because it would not have taken long. I mean,
they've got the guy to pull the wheel, park his truck over there where the site is set up off the road.
Right.
Pull the wheel off his car, and you sit there and wait. Some people say they waited all night. Some people say they were ready to leave. Some other people say they only got there and were there for an hour or so. But they were just hiding in the bushes for at least a couple of hours, if not all night.
Right. Just waiting on him.
And the guy was just sitting there waiting with his tire off his truck. They gave him money for it. And when they slowed down, asked him if it was all right, if he needed any help, that's when they opened fire.
Wow.
And just chopped them into a hamburger.
That's a whole lot.
So that was a mess, and that happened in 1934 on this date.
That's absolutely amazing that something like that. I don't know. I'm surprised they don't have that. Does the museum, does it do pretty good? Or
yeah, it does pretty good. You saw 2 or 3 people that were in there when I was in there.
Yeah.
The guy at the ambush site was in the museum and spoke to me a little bit and talked with Gail a little bit out front.
Good.
The guy in there is real nice. He's got a lady that works with him. She's nice. There's not a whole lot to do in this town. And by the way, they do have every year a parade. I think they probably set up for last weekend. They used to do it the weekend before the anniversary of the shooting. And they bring out the old car, the one I showed for a second that's not shut up. They bring it out and they and they just have a parade. People dress up in costumes, and a lot of them get out of the parade and go straight down the route you saw, and go to the ambush site.
Interesting.
So kind of a deal. I don't want to go to that because there's just too many people running around. And now, if I was going to investigate, maybe that would be a night to go there. Had to let the parade go through, sit in the hotel, or maybe it's on the side of the road. Okay, this is fun. Watch the parade, but let it get nightfall and I come back. So you build up a little bit of energy.
That would definitely be interesting to be there.
It was interesting for me because I had a chill feeling the whole route. And after I got there, because I sat on that stool that Clyde had sat on for so long and was kind of narrating a video from that stool. And that's the very same stool he sat on. Because that was a cafe when they stopped by. There was just a little narrow sandwich shop with a little bit of what is a museum now set up as a kitchen. A lot of the other museum was added in the back where they got the cars. That was built on years later. That was just a narrow, little old-fashioned diner.
That's what I was going to ask. Was it like? Is it still like the same people? I mean, I guess it's not the same people, but the same building type. Okay.
You notice that stool didn't look like it had been moved because it hadn't. I was sitting at the stool and walking on the floor that Clyde Barrow walked on. That's the only stool they got left. The rest of it's kind of set up for museum stuff. And you saw the video that runs on the TV there.
Interesting.
So that it's funny that I actually have been there with Dillinger to the jail he escaped from, to the biograph. In the biograph, one of the very few people you'll ever talk to has been actually inside the biograph and shot video inside, and then been to the alley in Ghost Hunting the alley. And I did come back and Ghost Hunting that. I think Don Dillinger has finally moved on. Bricks hold energy, but not forever. And a lot of the energy from that killing has faded away over the years. So I think there hasn't been a sighting of Dillinger in decades in that alleyway. Used to see him, there was usually 2 or 3 sightings a year in the alleyway. And then they stopped, and there hasn't really been one since. I think the Dillinger energy has faded. In the jail, I think most of us faded out of the jail, and they actually, in the jail he escaped from, they actually had somebody, an idiot, but they had powers, and they went in there and freed all the spirits out of the jail. They had to have somebody else come in so the place would be haunted so they can have paranormal investigations there, open the door, and just let anonymous spirits walk through. So they'd have a haunted location.
Oh my Lord. That's nuts.
It's not the only place. I've got more video of a farm over there north of Chicago. And he was open up at no charge. You could say you could come up there. I spent 2 nights when there and investigated for 2 nights and slept in his house. He's an okay guy. He turned into a big Trumper, but before that, before Trump, he was a nice guy. Trump ruined a lot of people. But anyway, he doesn't do that anymore because he has some bad things happen. A psychic went in there and he called him. He wasn't home when she was there. He caught her red-handed trying to get all the spirits on his farm to move on. Actually force them to move on.
Forcing them is not okay in my eyes, but
even getting them to move on without the owner's permission, I don't think is right.
I don't know. I mean, if they're stuck there and they need help, if they would ask, of course, any If anybody would try to help
If
them.
a ghost asks and the owner won't move them away, then that's an issue too. The other way,
Right.
I think it should be an agreement between the psychic, the owner of the property, and the spirit.
Right.
If they all agree, let's go there. If one of them disagrees, you just got to leave it.
I honestly don't think there should be a disagreement on that. I mean, if the spirit wants to move on, it should be able to move on.
Right. The some homeowners, well, they own the property, so what are you going to say to them? You can't tell the owner what to do with their house.
No, you can't. You really can't. Some people just, I don't know. Some people just are not good people. I mean, like, I'll be real with you. My spirit guides and all, they choose to be here. I don't keep them here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly. I mean, they stay with us for the reasons they upon us. But the fact is, I mean, let's say if we passed away, do you think it'd be cool that somebody kept our spirit locked up on a property? I'd raise holy hell depending on where I wanted to go.
We're going to lock ourselves. We're going to have an ashes spread here on the property. Again,
Gotcha.
we have no family. There's no need in buying a grave or doing all that. We're just going to have ourselves cooked thoroughly and the ashes scattered here on the grounds, and that's it.
Yeah.
If that
I'm
creates a
gonna be
haunting,
cremated
so be it.
myself. Yeah.
We'll
I'm going to be
sit
cremated.
back
That's
there.
my choice.
We'll laugh at everything happens to the country from now on.
Oh, Lord.
We've already had a cat pass away here, so we'll have a cat.
That'll be your guard, cat.
Yeah, we have rabbits in there. I saw one yesterday. A little baby rabbit about that big. The neighbor, since I cut the grass here and it's so active here with the construction, all the rabbits moved to my neighbor's house.
Oh,
got
well,
a
you
pack
scared
of
them
them.
off.
Yeah, I
You
scared them off.
You scared them off.
I'm surprised they got this. I think there's more woods around his house, so his lawnmower isn't right there. Where they were trying to nest, I was sitting there with a 25 horsepower tractor cutting the grass.
Oh, Lord.
Gal laughed at me. She said, I didn't know you were going to be that country.
Yeah.
Outright. Got a straw hat to protect my head from the sun. Sometimes I'm out there in a tank top. Damn, they's got headlights too. Guess we'll mow the stuff at night, which does help in the evening time during the summer when it's 98 degrees in the daytime. I get out there early in the morning or late at night.
When it gets hot, when it gets really hot, I know some people that cut theirs at night. Not like 2 in the morning, but they do cut them at night. Yeah.
I was having a little issues getting more started. I charged up the battery and it did start, and I didn't want to just cut it back off. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, so I just turned the headlights on and I went driving up and down the dirt road in front. Nobody came out. Oh, by the way, Sean, do you know much about Bigfoot?
Do what?
Do you know much about Bigfoot cryptids?
Well, I know they got a sound infrastructure that could actually make you sick or make you weak or just because of their vibration.
Do they knock on stuff?
Yep.
Okay. We've all heard of Stevie Nicks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was not on musical instrument, except she had a hollow tube.
Mm-hmm.
She got the little wooden thing, and it was knock, 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 knock sound on a lot of their songs.
Right.
I heard that at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, they bumping on the trees? Are they knocking on the trees?
It was something not knocking on something hollow, intentionally to make a sound. And there was no people moving. In fact, past the neighbor across the street, it was on the other side of his property, and there's nothing there but a road and woods. I shouldn't have been hearing anything.
Interesting.
But I heard dog barking over there, and I was wondering, okay, he's not sensing me because we were not in eyesight.
Right.
And I was not making that much noise, so he couldn't hear me. I heard dog barking a couple times, and then I started hearing that knock, 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 knock.
They say they do that, though. They say they'll knock on the trees. I know people that's been, squatch hunting, and they say you'll hear it if you actually run into, you'll hear it.
Remember, this is getting close to the bayou down there.
Yeah.
We got a creek here, got a bayou here, and we got a rather large fishing lake that connects the creek to the bayou. There's plenty of woods here to support Sasquatch.
I'll tell you what, the ones to ask, those are the ones that me and Gwen had on the show one night, and that's Tim and Matt Dill.
Yeah.
They do. They've experienced some of that stuff you're talking about.
Well, did you have any more questions about Bonnie and Clyde?
No, you actually.
I tell you what, you could tell everybody where the museum and all is. Like, tell them, where it's located. And I don't know, did they have a website for the museum or anything like that? People can go look.
You saw the outside in the video. As far as a website, let me see if I can find it real quick. It's called the Bonnie and Clyde Ambush Museum. And it's the Bonnie and Clyde ambushmuseum.com.
Okay. That would be something interesting to go to, I think. So.
It was. The phone number is 318-843-1934. 2419 Main Street, Gibbsland, Louisiana, 71028-4415.
Louisiana. Well, speaking of Louisiana, guess where we're going to be in a very short time, actually, if you look at it.
That is a heck of a segue.
There you go.
And we did go by there after we left the Lafayette Museum.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I mean, excuse me, Lafayette Museum. I mean, Lafayette Paracon last year. And we're planning on going back there again because the people were real nice. It's a very small motel. It is in a very small town.
Right.
Not a whole lot of traffic. It's quiet. There's nothing to go to there. You just stay in a room and watch TV all day or sleep. There's nothing going on. In the next town, Gibbsland, is where the museum is. There's no hotel in that town.
Oh my goodness.
But yes, it's the police. What little they have, they're nice, respectful. This is not a small town like Star City is here, where you actually have a five or 6 man police force. This is a 2-man jobby there.
Oh Lord! Like maybe
they wave at you. The people running the museum are nice. They'll answer any of your questions. They got a nice cat that pulls a typical cat. He'll sit there and come up and bump his head against you if he wants to be petted. But when he gets tired of the petting after about 30 seconds, he's gone.
That's how all cats are.
Yeah, it's just usual cat.
Oh my goodness!
But it is an interesting place.
Sounds like
and I've got more video, but I have misplaced these full spectrum video I shot with it. I thought it was on the camera. Checked it out, and it's not on the camera because I checked the card last night.
I have so much that I need to go through. It's ridiculous. So I understand losing it.
Mine's just a mountain. I never posted the pictures or made a video from a Lafayette Paracon last year.
Oh, wow.
And I've got quite a bit. I found several things. Let's see. Okay, maybe not there. Somewhere on the computer here, I've got some of the stuff I ran into. But I've lost it again.
Oh no.
That's I don't know where it is. I'm not going to bore people on live YouTube as I search for it. But I've got a lot of pictures I got to post from that, and just haven't got around to it. And you got to motivate me to get me to do stuff, especially when I'm working on my house.
Yeah, you've been doing a lot of work. Well, you want us to run to the New Orleans Paracon? You want to tell them we all going to be there? You want to tell them the dates and stuff? You're the host. You do your thing.
Do my thing? You mean like I used to? Rip a shirt off and?
No, let's not do that. Not we get in trouble. No, I'm just tell them, if you guys don't know, there's a Paracon in New Orleans this year, and Lynn is going. I'm going. Litriana and her husband, and some more of our friends are going. And there's a John Zaffis is going to be there, and I don't remember everybody that's going.
The video, the guy that was on the show last week, laid out very well. He said the video that you're about to put on answers all your questions. It just shows who's going to be there, how much the packages cost, where it's going to be. He said he just laid it all on out.
Yep.
So he liked the video. So why don't we just play the video?
Let's do it. Here we go.
Nice little jazz music.
It is.
There's a platinum package. Go to the website, figure out what all is on the platinum package. A whole lot.
Right, it is.
JFP's the second tier. That's for 2 people though. $500 per person. This is a Brandon Cooper investigation where he takes you to a cemetery. This is well worth it. $500 per person, and you get to hang out with these 3 people. Come on. Father Sebastian, his RP showed that they sold that out in a week. It's like that picture there. Voodoo Authentic is the name of her business. And those 4 people work there. Incredible place. You don't worry about voodoo. I tell anybody to go to the shop, maybe before or after the con, and
I
you
hear
can spend
some
some time
good
with
things
those
about
people
it.
actually in their building. So if
You
you
know,
want
they
to
have
learn
a
about
lot of
voodoo,
local folks coming too that I don't know the local people.
mhm.
Father Sebastian, I've heard of him. I'd love to have him on a Paracon. I mean, not a Paracon, excuse me, a podcast. But
he
you
doesn't
said
do
that,
them.
yeah.
Again, the guest that I had last week did have him on a podcast. He said that Father Sebastian had a lot of stories.
He'd be interesting. I'd like to. I'm gonna meet him. If I have to go up and just introduce myself, so I'm gonna meet him just to meet him. But I got some local
I'll
people
probably
there.
go up to him and smile and hiss at him.
He'd appreciate that because you got the things.
Mhm.
I might could get some. You know, they got those you can buy that you push the little button and they'll click down.
Mhm.
Those would be cool to have. Just
like they used in True Blood.
Well, yeah, they're probably not that good. I know somebody that's got some. They work pretty decent, but they've only used them like once a year.
I've got $100 set for werewolf teeth that lock on to the originals.
Now these you hit the button in your pocket or whatever. I guess you can put whatever, but and they'll drop down. They look,
I gotta be
honestly,
careful with I gotta be careful when I eat with these because they are sharp.
I was fixing to say you could really hurt yourself if you're not careful.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, but it's going to be an interesting trip. It's going to be an interesting Paracon. If anybody interested in going, go check out their website. We don't know exactly what they have left, but guaranteed you could get something that you want to do. And
they have packages for everybody.
Yep, they do. And even like a day pass. I've had people ask me, I think that's what they're talking about is just like a day pass. Some people, maybe locals, stuff like that. I got one YouTuber, he does funny videos. I'm trying to get in touch with him and see if I can't, while I'm down there, do a little visit or something with, because it's just somebody that I see a lot and he's followed a lot, but he's a comedian. And that would be, even if it's not at the event. So maybe a little side trip for me. Make it interesting. And of course, Lynn has informed me that we have to have a purple drink. So that'll be interesting too.
Oh, here's a quick video I did with the St. John's Theater. Go ahead and put that up there for it.
All right.
It's on about a minute and a bit.
All right. There you go. Here we go.
This is the outside of the St. John's Theater that I investigated.
I hope to come out and have the video.
Oh, he's got a shade.
We're at the beautiful St. John's
Joko.
Theater for Movie Night. Speaking to the spirits of the St. John's Theater. Stick around a little bit further back in the video, as I'll be back this evening, right next to the mighty Mississippi. As you can see, you got people walking at the top of the levee, looking down at the river. Since that is the last protection, is Mississippi floods, is that levee. Of course, I wouldn't want to be standing here during a hurricane. All right, just in here tonight. There may be a storm brewing way out the Atlantic, but it's a couple of weeks in coming here. It's nice, sunny skies, a little bit of clouds. The other side.
But you see that great big dike back there.
Yep.
If the Mississippi starts flooding, you got water almost to the top of this earthen dike.
Jesus.
Yeah.
The river.
I was down there.
I was that close to Mississippi.
Blue skies on this side. So, no hurricanes tonight, guys. It will be all about the ghosts. Have a great day.
That was just a quick video I did of the outside before when we went inside the St. John's Theater that night.
Cool.
That's a little town called St. John's. We did an investigation at that theater, which is used a local school. They do plays, teaching people how to act and talk, which is something not taught very much today. But it is a haunted theater and I got somebody talking on the stage, and he asked a question: is anybody related to him? And one of his ancestors spoke to him.
Interesting.
Called him by his middle name, and he ain't given his middle name to anybody in there. And that it freaked him out.
Oh, I bet so. Especially if he wasn't faking it.
Well, he doesn't go by his middle name. Nobody in the building knew what his middle name was. And that's just not something you ask people. You know, well, hey, what's your middle name? I know your first name.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest with you, I at the time right there, of course, I heard his first name later. I couldn't even think of what his first name was. And all of a sudden, he speaks out and asks this question. He has somebody go out and an ancestor of his call him by his middle name. And you know what that means in the South when they call you by
you
as
in
your middle name.
trouble. You in trouble.
Sure, Barbara.
We're just finishing up, Barbara.
Well,
Leah was talking about Bonnie and Clyde.
That's a video I got to put together. I'll use that at the start, and then the investigation videos. I did find those. That took the full spectrum camera. I got to find the wire to it. It's somewhere. But right now it's dead. I got to put it on charger. It's charged up like a phone charger. And this shoots stills and video up to 8 9 minutes long. And it's full spectrum.
Let me see it again. Oh yeah. Okay. Gotcha. I still have one of those.
Yeah, it worked great. And you put it in your shirt pocket and move on.
I want to do some Polaroid pictures. I have an old Polaroid camera. I don't even know if it works anymore, but I would love to just try it. I like some of the old school stuff.
We've actually got one too.
I don't know if I haven't used it in so long. I don't know if it still works.
I've got one, an old video camera, and this is one of those that they were going for high dollar 10 years ago. It's an old Sony night shot.
Oh yeah.
They do a really good picture and video, and because they got a really bright IR light on the front of it, and you turn it on night shot, and of course everything's green, but it records it on a modified cassette. It's a big kind of like a heavy duty cassette tape.
Yeah.
So you have to either have the player yourself or take it somewhere and have it transferred over to media you can deal with, MP4s or whatever. But I do have that camera and got a nice tripod with it.
Cool beans.
So I can, but if my trouble is, I don't have anybody to go somewhere with, and there's just no need of me paying money to go in and do a true investigation. Yeah, like the camera I just showed you, I got 2 regular dedicated full spectrum video cameras, plus that the Sony, plus a standard Sony camcorder, plus a what do you call those little bitty cameras?
Are you talking about like the oh crap.
Yeah.
Body cam? No. Body cams? You got a body cam?
Those little bitty cameras about that big. I got one of those 2 full spectrum.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So but there's just no need me carrying that to a public investigation. It's too much.
Yeah, that's true. Now, when I'm in New Orleans, now I know I'm sharing a room, but I would love to just have the video camera on at night if everybody's good with it.
I've got to talk to Chris, and if they do me one more favor, what I want to do is set up a couple tables. Well, one table, not a full deck table. I don't need a 6x9 table. I'm not going to rent one. Don't need one. I got nothing. I don't sell anything. I don't have books.
Right.
I don't do readings. So I don't need a table in there. What I want to do is go outside where they're selling the tickets, and they just have a couple of lobby chairs sitting there, pointing at each other, and have the laptop that I'm using right here in the camera set up and the microphone placed in front of us so I can sit there and talk to people.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, you could sit there. Jennifer could be there. Anybody who's there who wants to sit down for a few minutes and sit there and chit chat. We'll sit there and we're facing each other, kind of angled at each other.
Yeah.
looking in where the camera pick up both of us and the microphone can pick up both of us and sit there and talk. That's what I want to set up. And I think he might do it because will be shown live, and it shows the people at the show because we're actually seeing the people walking in the door.
Mhm.
Anybody wants to talk, John Zappas wants to come up and say, spend 30 seconds saying hello to everybody as he walks in or out. That's great.
Oh yeah.
If Lee wants to come up and say a few words on the way in, and this keeps the noise level from the main room from coming out over the mics. And I'm not anywhere near the all access table where Lestriana may be doing the reading because I don't want to bother her.
No, we won't be. I don't even know where. Haven't seen a map or anything. I don't know if they've even put one out. So I don't have a clue as to what their system's going to be yet. So we'll get there and we'll figure it out. That's what we
Be just like any other paratime you go to.
Yeah, just get
You
there and
figure out where your table is and see who your neighbors are and deal.
Yeah. Honestly, we usually turn out pretty good so far, at least. So, but I'm getting excited just to go down there, even if I don't, go to every little bitty thing. I think it'll be interesting just to be down there. We'll make our own fun, no matter what's going on.
Get you some purple drink in you.
Oh Lord, yeah, he keeps talking about these purple drinks. Might be a little. I don't think I'll be able to drink a whole, Leah.
Hey, we catch it at night when the piano player's there. We can even dance in front of the fireplace.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be like fireplace. It's going to be like 100 degrees.
Yeah. Well, the fireplace is not lit.
Yeah.
But that's where John Lafitte appears. Is at this fireplace. They've got a table sitting right there. And what I want to do is set up Echo Vox.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Yeah.
Just turn the volume down and maybe put an earphone in there so two of us could listen to the earphones and see what Echo Vox is picking up.
That'd be cool.
And we could sit there and we could ask questions. So people just think we're talking on the phone.
Yeah,
because you see that all the time. People walking around talking to themselves. Even they might not have the phone in the pocket with the remote earbuds, the Bluetooth things.
I don't really like using those. I use the wired ones.
I do too.
Because I figure, if spirits can interrupt all kinds of mess and kill batteries, I like the wired ones. But that's my preference. That's totally me.
Yeah, instead of using my lip speakers, we just have it set up where it will come through the pad. And because we have the volume low enough, you don't get the feedback.
Well, even at home, I have the whole.
Yep, she froze up.
But not a whole lot. Oh, I think I froze.
You did.
But we are having bad weather here, so I talk about it and then we blip. So of course, our spirit guides are comedians sometimes. I tell you.
We are expecting a little bit more rain tonight, but not too much.
I just heard thunder outside, but I'm not real sure what's up. But I tell you what, we are past an hour, and unless you got something else to talk about, why don't you tell us who's your guest?
I was going to do something real quick while we're talking.
Well, tell us who your guest is going to be for your normal show, your every week show.
Normal show. Of course, I got to stop what I'm doing.
I'm sorry.
Normal show is I don't have a human guest.
Oh.
I'll be interviewing a building. The very haunted Stevenson building.
Okay.
And then the next week, I've got Jeremy Brunton. Since I appear on his show, he's going to appear on mine. And then on the 11th, I got JD Hill. And after that, I'm leaving open because I'm trying to get as many paranormal guests as possible. And I'd like Lee to come on sometime and talk about what she's going to be doing.
Yeah, you have to get with them, see who can come. I don't know who else for sure coming. I don't know the locals down there, so some of those might want to come on, even if you only do like half an hour or something with one and then have another one on, or so you can have. I mean, you can get in touch with Chris, and then they could probably get you in, see who wants to come on.
Wow.
What you got?
Too much volume.
I heard something, but I couldn't make it out.
It's got a spirit box on, I think.
Is it? My spirit box died, so I don't have one. I think somebody said, "Are you there?"
I opened up the communications for y'all. So if y'all want to say something,
Ooh. I hear them saying something. Sean, can you make out what they're saying? Maybe I just can't hear it good.
No, it's boggled to me as well.
I thought somebody said, like, "Are you here?" or something, but I couldn't really make it out.
Yeah, I couldn't make it out. It kind of sounded boggled to me. Well, we lost him.
Uh-oh. You probably hit the wrong button. Well, you
You
guys,
lost.
if you missed it, go back and watch. Lynn was, I don't want to say celebrating, but he was marking the Bonnie and Clyde where they got ambushed and all. And we were talking about New Orleans that we're going to go to. And I'm going to give him a minute and see if he comes back.
Yeah, he was talking about the history of it.
Yeah. He was also doing a spirit box. Who knows? Bonnie and Clyde may come through, being that somebody's actually remembering them, you know?
Right. True. Anything's possible.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I think he does this every year, doesn't he?
He does. He does this. He does the John Dillinger thing. And, of course, on holidays and all, he always tries to do a little bit out there for our audiences and that kind of thing. And he does. He likes to do that kind of thing. And, well, Lynn, you coming back? I wonder if he realizes that we're gone.
Well, maybe he thought since you're having bad weather, maybe he thought it was us.
Well, I keep hearing a little thunder in the background, but honestly, that couple of glitches. Well, I was talking about the spirits too. You guys, I'm so sorry if you see me wiggling around. I have a sling on, and it's being a little aggravating. I've had very little interference. There he comes.
lost internet.
We lost you. Yeah. So you're having stormy storms too?
Well, it's not raining right now.
Huh.
Internet
We were
went
talking
down.
about, we wonder if Bonnie and Clyde or anybody just go come through and talk. I mean,
Hey, if Bonnie and Clyde want to come through, you can come on through if you want to. This is why you usually do on the midnight special show.
ooh, it's echoing.
No, you better not be talking about the fact that he is not in this house.
Wait.
Hey, you guys, I'll be right back. I
I tell you what, let's just go ahead and end it. I just thought I'd put that on for a few minutes because that's what I normally do.
Okay, Sean, will you play his new outgoing video? I got to go to the door for a minit.
Since I lost internet, I'll have to reload it. So give me a second.
All righty.
Give me a second to reload it. It's just a quickie.
All righty.
There you go. And good night, everybody. Good afternoon, whatever it is, whatever time you're seeing this. And I'll see you Thursday night.
Have a great night, everyone. Here we go.